Hey there, mini-bots and mini-cons out there on the internet. This is Dalton at Daltonians TFs, and today I'm bringing you a very awaited figure. One I've been waiting to get since I've seen it at BotCon. And a lot of people have. It's pretty much obvious by now, especially, waiting 28 years for this type of representation of the character, and, well, it's in the title. So, without further ado, here is the Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Arcee. As you can see, she is a very nice pink convertible sports car, very reminiscent of her cartoon appearance, except for a few minor details, and mainly this black paint and the blue here. This would originally be like a kind of this kind of color of gray, that light bluish gray. But, I do like the black. It makes the pink pop a little bit more, and just makes her look a little bit better as a vehicle. Now, she does have weapon storage. You can store the longer, I guess, kind of blaster right here, and then the pistol right here to hold her hands in place. You could also store them on the sides and the top of the car, along with the swords. So that's a little bit of an example. Now, she is a very small deluxe. I mean, here is Rodimus from the Classics line, and just look how tiny she is. And to show you against the other part of this little love triangle that goes throughout the G1 cartoon, there's Springer. So again, yeah, a very small car. I mean, here she is next to Wheelie, which is the Jazz mold. I mean, they're pretty much the same size and length, pretty close. But as far as height and width, she is just puny. But I don't mind that, actually. I do enjoy it as far as this character. Now, as far as all the other deluxes coming out, I really wish they don't go this small or any smaller, because that would be just, I don't know, I don't see myself paying $15 for something smaller than this, as far as a Hasbro Transformer. Now, she does roll fairly nice. I can get that to stay in place. There we go. I really wish they would have made these little tiny tires here with rubber or something, or at least made them a little bit bigger, because those are just, again, small. But again, well, first of all, let's get on to the transformation before I start rambling and making things sound really weird as far as randomness. So, you want to untab the blaster, set that aside, unpeg these hands from the gun, and move them out of the way, and just pull that little pistol out. You want to pull this up. That will lift up out of the way, and rotate this bumper piece back. From down here, you want to pull down these little sections here. Those will become her legs, obviously. And rotate these down. Rotate up the feet. Now from this side, you want to bring up this waist piece that will peg into there. Pry this from the front of the car. Bring that down. You want to bring down this whole shell of the car and bring it down, while also rotating these shoulders out of the way. And this will all collapse down, and this will clip onto here. This little neck joint attachment will just clip to there. And there we've got Arcee in her robot mode. And like I said, well, again, small. I will get these other guys transformed here in a minute to show you. As far as vehicles, I will have some photos in my gallery on Facebook, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. I'll get more into that later. But, let's go ahead and get on to some details here. Got some really nice blue light piping. Kind of that flush colored face as far as the paint. She's got some really nice detail there. She's got the little pink lips right there, at least on the inside of her mouth, and a little light blue-gray. Now this is the color you would usually see on her, especially in this waist area and on the headlights and grille of the vehicle. But overall, not bad. It does have a pretty nasty, but just kind of a a sore sight to see that. I mean, that's something I don't really care for, is paint blemishes. But not bad. I mean, do enjoy her quite a bit. As far as articulation, her head is on a ball joint. Same with the shoulders. They're on a little bicep swivel here. There is a small ratcheting detent on the shoulder. Nothing at the wrist. I mean, kind of hard to with something that thin as far as plastic. Nothing at the waist due to the transformation. Legs move forward and back at the hip, in and out a little bit. They do not rotate at the hip, but they do rotate here at the knee. And bends well over 90 degrees at the knee. And you got ankle movement. So you can get her into some pretty decent poses. As far as her weapons go, she's got, again, this blaster and pistol. Now this pistol was shown on Chromia's box art. I'll get that into that in Chromia's review. Start my weird placement of words there. And she's got these swords, which are color-wise, they're inspired by the animated figure from the Transformers animated series, and I think, as far as the molding goes, inspired by the IDW comics. So, really nice little thing there. You can plug these onto her forearms or in her hand, like so. Or you can just store them down here on her legs. I tried getting them to stay up here. They just usually won't stay there. It's more of a hassle to get them to stay there than it is here. So I usually keep one sword stored there. Then you can take the blaster, do the same. Now the only thing I have wrong, as far as a complaint with the blaster, is the handle's too long for the way her hand's molded. If they would have cut that in half, or made the plastic on her hands a little bit thicker without having that little stopper piece, it wouldn't be a problem at all. But since it is there, it is a problem. So, let me get these other movie characters in robot mode and we'll take a look at that. Okay, and here we have Hot Rod and Springer. Now, again, the whole love triangle thing, yeah, I think I can see why she'd want Springer over Hot Rod. Springer's taller. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, but still, not a bad size scale. It would have been nice if she was a little bit of a larger deluxe. But, it's good to finally have Arcee, so I'm not going to complain too much. There are just those few problems that I mentioned, with the handles and the few paint blemishes on mine. But other than that, I can't find too much wrong with her, and I really enjoy her. She is definitely one of my top 10 this year, which, here pretty soon, there will be a top 10 video of 2014 of the figures that I've gotten. So look forward to that. There will be a full gallery of Arcee, along with comparisons with all these other Autobot characters from the 1986 movie that I do have. So look for that on my Facebook page. It will be down below, along with my Twitter, DaltoniansTFs, again down below. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Very greatly appreciated. You guys have a good day, and see you guys in my next video. See ya.